Hello friends, near and far, dear to my heart, I'm Victoria with Aligned Soul Tarot. Welcome Virgo to your November timeless message. This will be for all Virgo placements found within your birth chart. Cross watchers, you are welcome, and whenever you find this reading, just know it's meant to find you. We're going to talk about astrology for the times and also pull some tarot and supportive messages for you. You can find all my helpful links below, including my website for my services. I offer tarot and astrology services, and I have a lot of supportive content for you to watch after this reading if you so choose. I have an eclipse playlist, and again, eclipses are cycles. We are stepping into this Pisces North Node, which is your opposite. So this is very monumental for you as we go into January of 2025. This is your 7th house we're talking about. This is partnership. This is relations of all forms. You know, you've been feeling this with Saturn and Pisces for quite some time, but the Pisces North Node, again, that lunar eclipse reading on Patreon, you can find that link below, and all the extra supportive eclipse content is going to be very supportive for you, really everyone. But yes, something to look forward to, Virgo. The 7th house of encounters, you know, your place, your role amongst your people, and also your relationship with yourself. You know, we're learning this lesson as a collective Libra South node. And again, Libra season in general, that Libra solar eclipse, it's always going to be your 7th house. So any sort of Libra influence, pay attention to those times in your life. Reflect. We're closing out the calendar year here in the Northern Hemisphere, and it's seasonal shifts, you know, monumental changes are occurring. I also have that new moon in Scorpio reading. That link is the first link below. And I also have the full moon in Aries reading, and I extend it out on Patreon. I do a lot of extended readings as well as the love extended readings on Patreon. So join me there if you want an extension of these readings and more support. But in that full moon in Aries reading, again, it's all linked below. We dive a bit deeper into some of the astrology of 2025, including that North Node in Pisces. So Pluto in Aquarius, it's here, November. We've been talking about this for quite some time, and it's finally here. This is your 6th house, Virgo, which is your house. You know, you're very familiar with this flavor. And you're going to get even more comfortable with it as Pluto goes into your 6th house. You know, I'm reading a house system, so this is any sort of Virgo in your chart is going to be transiting. So whatever placement you're watching for, just know that you're going to feel that impact, right? 6th house is the house of duty, responsibility, ritual, routine. It's very much connected to Saturn. 6th and 10th go hand in hand. So your relationship with Saturn is going to be monumental during this shift once we enter into Pluto in Aquarius. And again, there's always this momentum, right? The trickle effect, just like eclipses, just like anything in astrology. I believe in evolutionary astrology. We are more than our birth chart. We are evolving creatures, hopefully. That's my hope. I to inspire you to evolve and to grow and to understand the dynamics of your birth chart, but to understand that you're not held to this cyclical cycle. You know, you can learn the rhythms of your birth chart, and you can again learn lessons of Saturn, or learn the lessons of your placements. And I offer very detailed birth chart readings, so if you want to get more in tune and in touch with your birth chart, check out my website. Okay, so let's get into it. Like I said, Pluto and Aquarius in your 6th house. Pluto does represent a time of change, right? This is Scorpio. We're in Scorpio season. Scorpio's in your 3rd house of communication. So there's a deeper truth for you, Virgo, okay? And as I was about to record your reading, I got the song Who Will Save Your Soul by Jewel. And those lyrics are so profound. I will be linking that song below. If you don't like the song, it's in the lyrics, okay? And it's a very collective message, but it just came through right before I did your reading. So it's definitely time-stamped with your energy for some particular reason. There's something there for you in that song. But I feel like, especially us in the Northern Hemisphere, it's a lot of things that are happening for the collective, not just astrologically, but, you know, on a macro level, societal changes. And of course, Pluto is ushering in this great wave, like I said in that full moon in Aries reading. And again, you can find those links below if you're feeling called to that. But who will save your soul if you won't save your own? There's another song by The. It's a band. I just actually found them recently and I saw them live. What a great band. They're from the 80s. They're an old British kind of punk, post-punk, alternative rock band. And man, is he such a poet. I'm going to link another song that talks about this. I don't know the name off the top of my head, but there's lyrics that are very close to that Jewel song about, you know, we're so caught up in what everyone else is doing, what's happening around us. And of course, as an awareness, we're being called to surrender. You know, we can't turn a blind eye. This kind of Pisces influence, again, your opposite, Saturn and Pisces. And Saturn is direct now, so we can't turn a blind eye. But we also can't turn a blind eye to what's going on internally. Especially now with Mars and Leo in your 12th house, it's very much going in. You know, Scorpio energy is very inward. It's the deep dive. It's the deep psyche. It's occult knowledge. It's mysticism. It's power. It's how we use our power in a proper way, utilizing the great powers of the mystic and the underworld and our shadow and how it serves us to some extent, but also seeing where we're limited in this earthly realm. And how are you utilizing your power? How are you calling back the parts of your soul and who you are, Virgo, and who you're meant to be? Because everyone, to some extent, every sign, especially with Pluto and Aquarius, is being called to the forefront to offer their gifts. Aquarius represents the 11th house of networks, of society, of humanitarianism. And, you know, it doesn't mean that you have to be a healer, you know, or a therapist or a coach. There's gifts that we all have, especially with Pisces North Node, Virgo South Node. Know that naturally you're going to be experiencing that South Node in 2025. So this is a preparation reading more than anything. But there's a recollection of gifts, of hidden potential and spiritual gifts, even at that with Pisces North Node. And it's a time for you to save yourself to some extent so that you can show up for others, okay? So that was a very strong message for you. This Sag energy, again, Sun's not in Sag quite yet, but we do have Venus and Mercury in Sag. So this is going to show up in our everyday waking life. And this is your 4th house, your home, your foundation. So there's a lot around the foundation for you. You're laying the foundation, and it may feel like a tower moment. You know, on a collective level, we are experiencing, again, many towers, it feels like. And it can be, again, on a macro level where it's its own tower, and then we have this inner tower, you know, so I see like London bridges falling down, you know, all these things might be crumbling around you, but if you can maintain your soul, your essence, who you are, you know, really sticking to that inner truth, then you can stay grounded to some extent within your foundations. But your foundations may be rocked if you haven't been again, tending to yourself to some extent, because there is a piece there where you are the piece to this foundation. And maybe you didn't see where you were maybe hiding behind something, because 4th house can also talk about what's hidden within the home. You know, what are you hiding from? What are you not wanting to see about your foundation or your family even? The 4th house, again, this Venus and Mercury and Sag can also talk about the first 7 years of your life. So this could be any sort of family members, whoever raised you, your attachment styles, your love language, your role models. It's kind of like that Hierophant energy of your values, your moral principles. all these things are kind of at the forefront here, especially with Pluto going in the 6th house. You know, this is showing up and showing out. And learning also how to, again, tend to yourself, because we can really get lost in the 6th house. And also, again, Jupiter's in your 10th house. Jupiter's retrograde. You have a lot of pressure, Virgo. You do, naturally. I'm not going to lie here, but it really is allowing your soul to become more resilient. And you're learning, I guess, maybe the balance of, I can't keep self-sacrificing. I have to find a balance here because I'm crumbling, you know. I have to maintain my foundations. I have to be solid for the people in my life, especially for myself, right? Really standing up for yourself and really proclaiming to your soul even. I'm seeing like soul regression therapy for you. If you don't know what that is, you can look it up. Calling back the pieces of your soul. I will link a meditation below that I find very helpful if you're being called to do this. And then I got messages for you is truth lies in the eyes of the beholder. So again, there's truth behind your eyes. Or you could be seeing the truth behind someone else's eyes. And then I got the movie Encanto. There could be a message in that movie. You could really like that movie, but then the whole story behind that, right? Of this hidden, you know, story and this relic and the power in that story. It's such a beautiful movie. I love that movie. Watch it if you haven't. It came up for a reason. I don't really get many movies, to be honest, but it definitely came through. Could be some songs in there as well. But, you know, the main character, I don't know all the names, but the one that was hidden, you know, he held such power and no one believed in him, and they had all the naysayers and all the negative things to say about this person. I'm forgetting his name. I wish I could remember his name. You probably are seeing it away over there. But he ended up saving his people to some extent. And there was something that was like this hidden knowledge with that movie. You know, you're finding something maybe hidden again about your family. Again, 4th house. And also that 12th house. Mars and Leo is in your 12th house. You could be really feeling a bit more subtle. Again, so you can kind of tap into your soul. Because the soul is not necessarily a tangible physical 3D thing. And there's a lot of this physical 3D stuff here with Pluto in the 6th, Jupiter in the 10th. You know, lots of responsibility. You know, you feel this duty and sense of responsibility, Virgo, naturally. But also the 10th is our soul's purpose. So Jupiter is showing you, it's bestowing gifts to you if you are willing to receive them, right? And truly see something for what it is. I also wanted to mention I have a grief playlist for those that are experiencing any sort of grief in their life. I did record these 2 stages and I might do the 3rd here. I'm just kind of waiting on the call for when I feel to do it. But I will link that playlist below because right before your reading, I saw this post around grief. And if you're experiencing any level of grief, it looks very different to all of us how it's expressed. And these questions are really amazing. I wrote them down. It says, what shape would grief take if it were visible? If I had to write only one sentence to whom or what I lost, what would it be? And when else have I felt something close to what I'm feeling right now, Virgo? These are things to question, okay? Let's ring the bell. Let's dive in. Virgo. I'm feeling a seriousness. I'm not always as serious, okay? You're making me feel serious. But no, let's get down to the nitty gritty here. Where are we going to start? Yeah, we're going to do the Fairy Oracle. Now, I've been pulling on Fairy Oracle for everyone, but I was being called to Kuan Yin. I might pull from her. We'll see. But I want to pull a fairy card. I want to do this for Scorpio season. I brought out my fairies. I guess the seriousness is required. There's a humbleness with this energy. Jupiter retrograde, Saturn direct. I see someone like being knighted, and I also see someone just being humbled by an experience. And I remember getting this message for you a couple months ago, like a near-death experience, or even just a recollection of sorts, you know, in a dream or a past life, maybe having a flash of a past life. You know, I feel like the Virgos I'm tapping into, there's a lot of spiritual knowledge that you're being shown, and it might feel scary at times, but there's nothing to be fearful of. There you are, Virgo. You've showed yourself. Again, 6th house, Pluto in the 6th house is all about purification too. It's health, it's the body. It's not just duty, responsibility, but it's, again, duty to your body. Virgo, you represent the goddess. You know, whether you're male or female, it's a very feminine goddess Diana. You know, there's a lot that's going to come up around your health if you're not listening to your soul, listening to your body, tapping into your body. Again, past life regression, soul regression, tending to your soul. That's what I'm going to probably title your reading. I see someone being humbled, you know, laying down their sword, taking off their armor, de-shielding. Okay, what do we have here? She of the, I hate this font. It's so hard to read. Can you read that for me? If it will just focus. I love the imagery, but my God, the font. So give me a second here. Number 5. 5 is transition. It's change. Much like the Tower energy. It's a transition though, right? Because after the Tower, if you follow me on Instagram, you can find my link below if you want to follow me there. But I reposted another astrologer that I love. You know, after the Tower comes the Star. And that's really what this Pluto and Aquarius energy is that we might be feeling these towers and it's not necessarily going to let up. You know, it's all perception too. It's how we handle those towers and how we realize the beauty in it. You know, what needs to leave us. Scorpio season. 5s, what are we transitioning out of? Also, this breaks down, 41 breaks down to a 5 as well. So 5 could be of significance. You could be seeing that. You could be born on the 5th. Or just 5 is of significance. But this is she of the crotch. C-R-U-A-C-H, crotch. Crotch. That's very vulgar here, Virgo. We're getting vulgar. Crutch. Crouch. And then the Retrievers. It was in reverse though, so we're going to read it in reverse here. So this is about fertility, nurturing, again, the great goddess. So interesting how I said that, because you also popped up in the pre-shuffle as that very fertile Virgo goddess. So whether you're male or female doesn't matter. But this is about your body. This is about fertility. This is about health. You could be pregnant for who knows what, but you know, it says this is the great goddess, the many-named mother of all. Focus. And all goddesses are attributed or aspects of her. Her cup, the crouch, overflows with bounty for all. She is the yin energy of the universe. This is why I was feeling pulled for Kuan Yin. She's my feminine, you know, deck. Very watery. She gives form and brings into manifestation the will and the life force of he of the fiery sword. His is the intention, the action, and hers is the manifest reality. In a sense, she is the crouch. I feel like it's so weird saying that. Crouch. Holding all the worlds within her beings. A crutch. It's like a crutch, you know, like I'm imagining the 5 of Pentacles. Interesting. It's all connecting here. We're going to see how it ties to the other card, but I want to show you the imagery on the 5 of Pentacles, because crutch, crouch, crotch, whatever you want to say, okay, you can laugh with me or not. But it's all tying together here. So a crutch, remember I said, who will save your soul if you won't save your own? That's very much the 5 of Pentacles. You could be dealing with a Taurus or a Taurus in your chart. But But you could be feeling like you have to carry some sort of weight for someone else. Again, duties, responsibilities, the 6th and 10th house that you have, okay? Pluto and Aquarius in your 6th house, that's 20 years, okay? This is something that you're gonna have to get really comfortable with. Jupiter and Gemini, it's not going anywhere till May of 2025. So there is something that you are having to really see for what it is. And, you know, 5 of Pentacles can talk about some sort of financial loss, but you see here that they can go inside. This woman decides to stay next to this wounded man because she cares for him. You know, she feels like she has to carry his burdens with him. Mercury and Taurus, that could be of significance. They can go inside, but they're kind of choosing to play this out, you know, and live out this narrative, this lack story, this lack mentality, this loss, you know. It's like, stay with me, I'm wounded. And she's like just kind of going through it, you know, holding this cup, this nurturing side to you. Or this could be someone else in your life that's helping you through a tough time, financial loss of any sort. There is support also found here in the 5 of Pentacles, but it is very negligent because they could go inside. There are resources around them, but it's almost like they're too prideful, or again, they're just victim. Think about someone that is going through depression. Okay, this is an example. And my heart goes out to you or anyone that is suffering with this, because I can empathize. The simple motivation that it takes to get yourself to that appointment, you know, what's that word I'm looking for? To hold yourself accountable, or to even, again, have the energy or the willingness to motivation, right? To desire to even set up the appointment, right? You know, it's like that kind of energy with the 5 of Pentacles of just feeling so weighted. Something feels weighted, and this energy is coming in to say that you are held. So if this is you, it could be someone else around you that you're supporting, but if this is you, there is support from spirit, feminine, receptive. There is love around you, okay? So if you are in this 5 of Pentacles, or you're helping someone through this, there is support here, okay? There's a very nurturing, receptive, it's like moon, it's Pisces I'm getting also, Taurus, Pisces as well. There could be also significance with the full moon coming up in Taurus, I believe on the 15th. It's coming up here around the corner. It's going to be a super moon. She is the holder of all sorrows and all of our joys. The miraculous chalice is the womb of birth and the cauldron of rebirth, the chalice of healing, the container holding the germinate seed. She is the body, the soul shrine that holds the spirit and keeps it from being lost or dissipated in a formless fog. So if someone does feel lost, you know, left out in the cold, this can also talk about abandonment issues. You could be trying to heal some of this yourself. These are self-focused readings, but again, Virgo, you can apply this to anyone in your life, okay? But these are self-focused. The love reading is linked below, okay, where we dive deeper into love. But like I said, Venus and Mercury, Sag influence. And again, going into Sag season, you're going to be feeling the 4th house as well. So this could be talking also on with the 5 of Pentacles, also with this kind of feminine, like a mother wound, healing mother wounds, or again, something around the family, neglect, abandonment around family, 4th house. But things are changing, 5. Things are changing, but you have to look at it from the bright side. You have to understand that there are people around you to help you. All right, you can't do this all on your own either. If you're helping someone else, there is going to be a breaking point. Who will save your soul if you won't save your own? You know, trying to help someone that doesn't want to be helped. You know, that kind of thing. 41, let's see what this is about for you. You know, and that message of truth is in the eyes of the beholder. It's, you know, people can tell us, you know, many times, again, when someone is in some sort of 5 of Pentacles funk, abandonment, fear, lack mentality, It can be really hard for them to see their own truth. And that saying, truth lies in the eyes of the beholder, is that they have to see it for themselves. That's the message I'm getting for you as well. You know, you can want something so much for someone, right? You can want something so much for yourself. But there's also something about timing here. There's something that is necessary, and there is support if you want it. Being open to support. So there's like a level of surrender. Again, I saw someone bowing down in humbleness. And the singer of the chalice is also here with the green woman. I love that. Look at the support. You know, someone that's just like this little devil, and this green woman is like, I got you. There's a lot of support here. This is also kind of reminding me of like, even like your own shadow. And like you're telling yourself, like your inner child or your shadow, the parts of you that maybe you've hated, you know, the parts of you that you're like, why would I think that way? Like, why am I so negative? Why am I stuck in this place? Whatever you're telling yourself, Virgo, it's time to come out from that, okay? So this is, it'll be the retriever. So this is like retrieving something. Kind of reminds me of soul retrieving. Remember soul regression? Retrieving parts of yourself back. You're like, I don't have to stay out in the cold anymore. I don't have to be victim. I don't have to play small. I can go inside where there's warmth, there's shelter, there's food, there's resources, there's support, this chalice, this goddess, feminine energy. It's like calling it, right? Bowing down to this humbleness of this feminine energy. It's protector. This is the protector. And it says it's time to stop saying, I can't. 5 of Pentacles. And take a look at, I can instead. Perhaps something important in your life is being held back by negative attitudes. Oh my God, this is everything we've been saying. But we have choices about our attitudes and can change them when they are not helping us. Alternatively, Virgo, Ilby may be saying that this is not yet the time for the germination of this here seed. It may be that other things need to be dealt with first. What might you need to clear out or finish up before being able to properly plant and nurture this seed? Are the things in the way, weeds, which would simply be pulled or valued growing, things that we wish to care for before planting something new in that space in our lives? So there's something about like decluttering. And I see this is a lot about a mentality, right? 5 of Pentacles, like we said, a lack mindset, scarcity, fear creeps in. You know, I can't do this. I don't have enough. You know, I'm not good enough. You know, Virgo, you can suffer with that for sure. And it's time to proclaim to yourself that you can. Or again, the retriever here, it'll be the retriever is saying that, you know, there is something here that you are being supported by or ushered into with this chalice, this goddess energy, the crutch. But maybe you do have to stop carrying that crutch. Maybe you've been carrying something that's been supportive for quite some time, and now it's time for you to let it go so that you can plant new seeds. You're being called, you're being initiated here with the 5 showing up. All right, Virgo, we're going in. Here we go. Yeah, like, I'm not to say here that this crutch hasn't served you. You know, we all have to have a Band-Aid at times, you know, and, you know, it serves us to some extent, keeps us feeling safe, but it's kind of a false sense of safety is what I'm seeing here with the 5 of Pentacles showing up. We can't stay victim to our circumstances. You have to let something go here so something can grow. There's so much love around you, though, that the 2 of these beautiful images, look at the power of this image. The light. I'm also getting light language. You know, also maybe there's a side of you, again, that you've been holding on to. It's kind of reminding me of the 4 of Pentacles here. You know, the darker part of you, the wild side of you that maybe, you know, it served you as well, though, is what I'm hearing. All those parts of you, parts work. I've been talking about this a lot. You know, your season really bloomed me into this reframing. And I have those links below on reframing in parts work, internal family systems. I think that'll be very helpful for you to look into the parts of yourself, because there's a wild side of you. There's a primitive side to you. There's this devil and angel, you know, kind of presence here that we all have, but it's showing up very strongly in your energy in this reading. And the green woman's saying to proclaim this more primal, you know, rewild yourself is what I'm hearing. Think outside the box, you know, rewild yourself, you know, shake it loose, get crazy, be a bit like unhinged for a bit, and that's okay. That's where this chalice, this flow will come back in, you know, shake it off a bit. Virgo, what do we have for Virgo? Please show me the truth, angels, guides, ascended masters. Let's tap in and tune into Virgo's energy. What do they need to know, my lovely Virgos? What do they need to know for their highest and greatest good at this time, Virgo? Please show me Virgo's energy. Oh, yeah. I like that for you. There has been a bit of pain about, again, confidence, feeling like I can't. Remember, you can. How about we reframe that? Lots of reframing here for you. You can. You can come in from the cold. I'm not saying that you didn't suffer a loss here. You know, the Tower did show up, but who will save your soul if you won't save your own, Virgo? There's a time and a place for us to play, you know, that fiddle. I'm seeing someone playing a fiddle, you know. And I'm not here to be mean about it or vindictive. This could literally be about someone else that you're telling this to, too. I could be talking for you. Like, you can't be playing that same old sappy love song. It's not going to work this time. You know, it's like a recovery from that, though, for sure. It's like, you know, seeing the pain for what it is. Maybe there has been a level of manipulation here. Magician is Gemini. Magician can also be you, Virgo. So, come on, cards, focus. Ten of Swords is Gemini as well. Three of Swords is Libra. We have the Ten of Pentacles, Virgo. And then we have Ace of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. And the Lovers in reverse, Gemini. So there is some sort of disconnect, okay? But there is a foundation that's being laid. Again, you have a lot of this foundational kind of responsibility on you, and it can feel heavy at times, but Virgo, you got this. You really do. There is things that you're having to clean out that are not emotionally satisfying, though. There's a lot of pain. It's like someone having to let go of something around the past, or even shame around parts of themselves. There's a newfound sense of hope that's required in this situation. The Ace of Wands is here to say that, Virgo, this is here. This is potential. This is tangible, okay? It's here for you if you want it. But there is choice required, Lovers in reverse. There's something needs to be let go of, much like the Retriever. It'll be the Retriever has said. You know, instead of saying I can't, you can. You are actively making a choice here to either go left or right, really. And there's something that you know exactly what that is. It could be very much built and established around a foundation. This could be tradition, family, legacy, you name it, right? Like I said, we have this fourth house influence very strongly with this Sag signature. Home, family, traditions, religion, value, 5-year, 10-year plan, inheritance, 10 of Pentacles. This is established. So this is not something that's easy to see or let go of, because it is something that's been established, or this is where you're going. I want to clarify this 10 of Pentacles. Is this something that you're letting go of within this establishment, or are you wanting and aspiring to such great things? Let's see. That's not the deck I want. What is this 10 of Pentacles about for Virgo? Why is this 10 of Pentacles here showing up for Virgo? Is this something they're letting go of, or is it something that they're building? Again, it's also the Tower, like I said, it's that you are going to have to let go of some foundation so that you can create a better foundation. It's kind of like remodeling, right? Upgrade within the home. Even you could be going through that. Fourth house can literally talk about home renovations. But there is something, look at that, 4 of Wands. 4 is so strong for you. 4s and 5s. Aries. Something has been kept hush. There's been a secret within the home. This is family secrets I'm seeing here. This is just maybe walking on eggshells around the home, feeling like there was a loss within the home, turbulence or tensions, anxiety. Something has felt insincere, dismissiveness within the home. Yeah. Shedding light on truth, shedding light. Hermit, there you are. There could be family secrets that are coming out is what I'm seeing here. Around choices in love or just in general. And there is recovery though, but something does seem to be painful. Three of Swords, the Ten of Swords in reverse says that yes, this is painful, but I'm recovering from it. Yes, I know this is not gonna make maybe someone else happy, but I know that I need to find the strength to be happy. Queen of Cups. This could be about a water sign, male or female. It does require a lot of strength. Someone has felt weakened emotionally. I'm hearing weak in the knees. I keep seeing someone like, maybe someone's wanting to apologize to you about something as well, like getting down on their knees and saying, I'm sorry, or something's coming out, or it's like, I need to speak a truth here. Getting weak in the knees. They're weakened by this. Let's see here. Let's pull Soul's Growth, and then we're going to take this over to the love reading. What an interesting reading we have here. I know that this can be a bit of deciphering for you, but if it's finding you here, it's meant to find you, Virgo, okay? And if you want a private reading with me, you know where to find my website. Email me, we can set that up and go deeper into this story for you. What does Virgo need to know for advice? Trust. It does take trust. It says, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Yes, Ace of Swords to the Hermit. Your intuition, your story matters. Trust yourself. Lay down that crutch. There's a burden of something that you have to let go of. You can do this. You can. You have support around you. Trust that the support around you. You don't have to do this alone. Okay? Let's see what signs you could be dealing with in love. And we're going to take this over to the love reading, Virgo. You're embracing something wild. It could feel like a wild ride, I'm not going to lie. But there's so much here for you. There really is. Trust, Virgo, trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Yes, your intuition is on point. Whatever that is, Virgo, hold that vision. You know what's best for you and your family, your foundation. You know what you need to do. And when I say that, I feel a level of solace in that. Like, I know I need to do something. But it might not be easy, and I empathize. Mars here. This is Aries, Scorpio. Okay, in love, Virgo. In love, Virgo. Show me the signs they're dealing with. Virgo, please show me the truth. Angels, guides, allies for my Virgo collective. What do they need to know? Saturn, Capricorn. Saturn's direct. Mars and Leo. Mars in the 12th house. Also, his 12th house is what's hidden. This is 12 as well. Hidden love, hidden potential in love, taking action towards love. You know, but usually Mars in the 12th house can feel like even hidden levels of motivation. Again, switching from I can't to I can. And that does take discipline of Saturn. So this could be someone in your dynamic as well that's saying this to you. Uranus, Aquarius, you could be dealing with. Sag. Yeah, very much could be timestamps as well. You know, a lot of this energy is changed over right now. So this is very current for your love life. Because Uranus is Aquarius, Pluto going into Aquarius, the middle of November. We have a lot of this Sag influence right now. And then Mars can be Scorpio as well. Saturn is now direct, so very much the times. We're going to take this over to the love reading. If this is where we part, bye for now.